I have an NFC West question for you, my friend, because we are two fans of our NFC West teams. One of them is tattooed on our bicep, the other one is not. One has a Super Bowl in the last 3 years, one does not. With Allen Robinson being traded, where do you see the Rams going, my friend? Because I don't know.
Draft is what I see.
Draft like fucking crazy.
Exactly. The reason I am angry with this trade is because of how terrible of a swap it was.
Yes.
And how I'm pretty sure, I could be completely wrong, but from the last I saw, if the Rams waited a year to move Allen Robinson, they would have saved more cap space. They have to eat some cap space by moving him this year.
Yeah.
And instead of running it back for round 2, instead of trying to get a full season with them, because Matthew Stafford and Allen Robinson, neither of them were healthy the whole season. They both got season-ending injuries. And instead of trying to do it again, instead of saying, all right, let's give them another chance together, let's see if we can make it work, they just flip him to the Steelers for a 7th-round pick.
Yeah, 7th-round pick swap.
Are you kidding me? Like, are you just, does Les Snead just want to make moves because he feels like making moves? That is such a miss. It's such a whiff. And it continues, it's only more evidence to build on my point that all of the Rams' struggles this offseason, have been avoidable.
Yeah.
It's all been avoidable.
Yeah.
And they just, you're basically like, if you're trying to tell me this team isn't trying to rebuild this season, then I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. It's hard to even say that because, like, a surprising amount of offensive players are staying. You're getting Stafford back, obviously. You're
getting Stafford back, which is good.
I actually don't hate Cam Akers going into this year.
No,
I thought he had a pretty good response to everything that was going his way when the year started winding down. I thought he responded pretty well.
Yes.
So I'm interested in seeing more of Cam Akers this year. Who else? Van Jefferson's still around. Tutu Atwell, arguably breakout season. He probably could have an even better one if Stafford's healthy the whole year.
Yes.
I'm imagining they're holding on to Ben Skoranek. That's good depth. And I'm sure now that Allen Robinson's out and they missed out on Odell, they're going to get more. He's going to get more playing time. Who else am I thinking of? I know they signed Coleman Shelton Coleman, whatever his name is.
Yeah, Shelton Coleman.
I'm forgetting his name completely.
What position?
This is offensive line.
Zach Thomas? No?
I'm looking. Coleman Shelton is his name.
Yeah, that's it.
I butchered that one so bad.
You did. You got it right.
I did get it right.
You got half right.
Oh, yeah, Lance McCutcheon is still here. Lance McCutcheon had a killer preseason last year, so if he builds on that, who knows? The Rams only got Hunter Long back in the Jalen Ramsey trade.
Ugh.
As pissy as I was about that trade, and I'm still pretty salty about it, but we need tight end depth.
Yeah.
Because, what is it? Just Tyler Higbee and
Tyler Higbee, Bryson Hopkins, and Hunter Long.
Tyler Higbee before the trade for Hunter Long. So
yeah.
I think the offense. I don't think the offense is screwed. I don't. I think
the defense, however.
The defense, however, it is Aaron Donald and everybody else.
It is. Hold on, I got the depth chart in front of me, my friend.
There are some names.
It's Aaron Donald, Jordan Fuller.
Jordan Fuller's been hurt.
Okay, minus Jordan Fuller, Ernest Jones.
He's probably going to start, but he's. There's Ernest Jones too. I love Ernest Jones.
And that's it.
Kobe Durant in the secondary. Kobe Durant's going to be insane. He had a really good year last season. I think this is his chance to be CB1 now that Ramsey's gone. And honestly, Jordan Fuller, I think he's a solid player when he's healthy. but he hasn't been healthy. He's been missing a lot of time. The reason why the Rams had to sign Eric Weddle out of the retirement home during the Super Bowl run is because Jordan Fuller was hurt.
Yeah.
And that it just keeps happening, it feels like. It's like, the talent is there. He's definitely a really strong safety, but I don't even know if he just plays strong safety, but
yeah, he does.
Doesn't say that on the depth chart. Maybe it's just because
Ourlads.com, you're welcome.
I think it's just an old depth chart. He's hurt, but it's like he's got to stay more healthy.
The Cardinals confuse me too.
Injuries are definitely the big problem when it comes to the Rams.
Yeah.
Just like they're making a ton of moves that it feels like they didn't have to make, but here we are.
Donna agrees with you.
Thank you. We'll see. They're gonna be really aggressive in the draft, and I just hope they don't screw it up. Is my point, because it seems like that's where they're looking, is just build everything in the draft.
The Cardinals confuse me.
Really quick, one more point I'm gonna make, and then we'll talk about the Cardinals.
Yeah.
They don't have any special teams players signed to their roster as of right now in their offseason. Can't begin yesterday.
What? Continue.
Just agreeing with me. They don't have any special teams players. No punter, no long snapper, no kicker.
Unbelievable.
I hope to God they are not looking at the draft, because the last time they did that, they ended up with Sam Sloman and they got screwed.
Yeah.
Sam Sloman was the only guy they drafted. They signed 2 other kickers.
What is this cat doing?
Just being a cat. They signed 2 other kickers out of free agency as undrafted free agents, and then they drafted Sam Sloman. And Sam Sloman was the guy that won the job, even though he was the worst one of the 3 in camp. And he sucked. You cannot make that mistake again. I really hope the Rams don't use draft capital on special teams players, because
I hope so.
I don't think you need to. I know you hope so. You're a Seahawks fan, so shut up.
Well, I feel bad for you. I feel bad. Like, I don't have hate for the Rams. I don't. Because, like...
But my point is, you don't need to. Those are the kind of players that are going to pop up as undrafted free agents all the time. You will
Oh my God, this cat. Talk about the Cardinals. I'm going to find the cat real quick.
Training camp. I don't even know what you're going to talk about.
Talk about the Cardinals and how they're fucking stupid real quick. Keep going.
Because they have Kyler Murray. Should we cut this segment? I have to keep going. He told me to keep going. I don't know what direction he wanted to go in with the Cardinals, so probably just something about how Kyler Murray. I swear to God, if he drops Donut on the soundboard again, I'm gonna lose my mind. No, it didn't happen. I was low key hoping it was gonna happen again.
She clawed my neck. What are you doing, you little shit?
I just stopped and I was like, I'm waiting to see if you drop the cat on the soundboard again. Yeah.
Smoke weed every day.
Yeah. The only thing I mentioned was Kyler Murray and how he's. I didn't mention this, but like he's got this is a real, like, if any year it was going to be a prove it year for Kyler Murray, it's this year.
I have a hot take for you.
Give me a hot take.
Seahawks get the 2 seed in the NFC and win the division.
The 2 seed.
Yes.
The 2 seed.
Yes. See, she agrees with me. Suck it. She agrees. Bam.
Oh my God. I can't talk. Donut's word is law. I can't even talk.
She agrees with me. Here is why. Brock Purdy's out for the year, potentially, for the 49ers.
Year? Is that what they said?
They said potentially he could be out for the season.
Oof.
And it gets better. Trey Lance is your number 2. Sam Darnold is 3.
When are we going to talk about the 49ers being in a similar situation as the Rams and not having anything to show for it?
And they are. They are.
Picks out the window for these high caliber players, building all these stacked teams, and all they do is lose. The Rams are in the shit right now, but they have a ring to show for it. Like, that's the thing that, like, it's helping me kind of like cope with all these struggles that the team is going through right now, because you know what, it's worth it, because they have the Super Bowl. You play the game to win the game. The Rams won the game. The 49ers have not won the game, and no one's giving them any crap for it.
But they're not going to get the 1 seed. They're not.
I don't even know if they're a playoff team.
No. The 49ers? Yeah. Because here's what I'm talking about.
Quarterback can make or break you.
When it comes to the Seahawks, well, they have two guys, but let's be clear with this. They got two guys with very similar skill sets in Drew Lock and Geno Smith. Very similar.
But Geno Smith is the obvious QB1.
Geno Smith is obvious QB1. They fixed that defense, look out. They fixed that defense, they're coming. They are.
Jesus Christ.
I'm telling you, Jack. The Seahawks fixed that defense. They're going to run roughshod.
They probably can. But it also depends on how many penalties they get away with. I'm still salty about Week 17.
Yeah, I know. I would be too.
Yeah, I thought that was a shit show.
I would be too, my friend. I would be too.
I know other people were mad about that too because that decided the playoffs. Like, granted, your team got in, but that affected the Lions-Packers game.
Thank you, Detroit.
It was such a mess. I don't know. It's weird. I'm not gonna sleep on the Seahawks though. I'm definitely not. I know that the potential is very much alive.
The potential, their ceiling is the 1 seed. Their ceiling is 13 wins, 1 seed, NFC West title, home field in the NFC playoffs. That is their ceiling. Their basement is the 4 seed.
I don't know. The thing about football is it's just so unpredictable.
And because you would agree with me, San Francisco, other than their defense, who's there?
I mean, the 49ers quarterback struggles, they kept pulling it out of their ass with Brock Purdy. Who in the world pictures Brock Purdy to come out of nowhere and do that?
But here's a better question for you. The Rams and the 49ers are in very similar situations, but in complete opposite scenarios. You have a shit defense and a good offense. The 49ers have a shit offense and a good defense. Right?
I guess so, yeah.
She agrees. And then there's the Cardinals, which we don't know what the fuck they're doing.
I swear to God, this division is just such a clown show.
I love it.
I love it.
I love it. I love it. I'm telling you, it's going to happen. The Seahawks are coming. And I will run roughshod.
Okay, you said that how many years?
Yeah, fair point. This is a fair point.
Listen, as long as you don't run the ball on the 1 yard line, or as long as you do run the ball, you're fine.
Oh, Jack. As a Rams fan, division rival, I thought you'd never. We got one more topic real quick, and then we'll close up shop.